Good afternoon, everybody. This is Chris. You're watching Treeline Farms with Chris, and we're back on Elm Creek on our sheep ranch in Woolly Beginnings. And I just wanted to go over, we've passed a little bit of time. We're now in October, and it is, the leaves are changing, and we've done a little bit of work. Our sheep are producing wool. Let's go over here and just check on them real quick. So we have 26 in here, and we went ahead and bought two more for this farm, or for this building. We got them fed up, and then we cut the majority of our fields, and we also went ahead and plowed up the fields that needed plowing. We have this field here that has been harvested. It needs some fertilizer. This field's been plowed, but needs the stones picked up. And we've pretty much plowed all the others, all the ones that needed plowed. We also have made a deal with Clever Motors, and and since we have the students coming here during the day and helping out on the farm for their curriculum, we added, Clever Motors sent us another tractor to use, and that tractor we've seen this tractor, the Rigitrac, but they also sent us. Let me see if I can find it. Where'd we leave it? They sent us. Where is it? We don't need that map up. Where did we leave? Oh, it's in here. They sent us the New Holland methane tractor. Now, they said that we can use this equipment. It's basically on loan for the duration of how long our project is going here with the college students in Elm Creek University. But I had to install the methane tank and then also the electric charging unit for the Rigitrac. So the New Holland runs on methane, the Rigitrac runs on electric. We are also due to get another tractor in, or another piece of farming equipment in, either today, maybe in this video, or maybe in the next. And as you see, our money has also dropped. We put in this awning for our workshop. We built a workshop up here. We have an air compressor to blow the equipment off, and then we have a welder, generator, a toolbox, that type of thing, so we can work the farm. Also, we have installed, as part of the deal with the university, we had to do something to improve our farm. Now, we're going to get lots of stones and rocks off of our field, and we purchased a rock crusher. Not only does this crush rocks, but it also creates lime from the limestone rocks that we get out of our field, stones and rocks. So we have this. I've also been in touch with the local telecommunications provider here, and they asked, since we are using this sort of as a model farm, if we could put up a tower, and they would be more than glad to pay us, a fee for having that tower here, which I think we're going to do. So I've called down to the university, and I've asked to have some of the students come up today to assist us on the farm. So we're going to get that done and get that underway. We have fertilizing. We have to do some liming. We need to do some rock picking, and I think our mowing is pretty close to finished for the year. Oh, incidentally, let's just run over to our noisy contraption over here and look at what we have going on here. So I'll try to talk just a little bit louder to talk over this machine, but we have 140,204 liters of hay, which will do us just fine. Just do us just fine for the year. So let's climb into the case here. We're going to back out of here, and I'm going to get started on the rock picking in these fields. And in the meantime, I'm going to call down to the shop because there's some things we're going to need. We're going to need some seed for reseeding our fields, and we're going to need lime. We're going to need fertilizer. We're going to need a fertilizer spreader. We're going to need just a whole bunch of stuff here. And unfortunately, things are tight here at the farm, and I had to take out a small loan, which we're going to have to pay back as soon as possible. Now, I can work contracts on here, but I don't think it would be appropriate to use the students to do contract work, because ultimately they're here doing farm work for sheep farming, and I just wouldn't feel right trying to make money on them outside of our sheep farm here, which, you know, we're really, at this point in the game, we're not really making any money. To tell you the truth, we're bleeding money, not making it. So, you know, that's something that we need to remedy as quickly as possible. So we got the rock picker on here. Let's get this thing unfolded. We want to pull forward just a little bit as that thing unfolds. We're going to pull up here into the field. Get it lined up as best we can. And let me go into the house, find out where the students are, when they'll be coming. We'll get them started on picking up rocks, and I'll run down to the store and get some and get the fertilizer and the lime that we need, and then see about getting leasing a spreader. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I got the Rigitrack out here. I had the shop lease us a Breedol fertilizer and lime spreader, and then I also got some fertilizer, and we will be making our own lime, so we have that going on. And then as part of the alternative fuel implements and equipment, they also sent an electric telehandler, and they sent us forks and a big bag movers. So let's hop in here and fire this thing up. We're gonna slide on back here and hook up our bag lifters. And give these things a day in court. So let's just, this is actually the first time that I've driven this particular telehandler. So let's see if there's anything we need to hook up out here. Nope, we're all good there. And oops, oops, come on now. We may need the work instructions. Can we spread these things apart? No, we can't. Nope. Well, we got one of them anyway, which works for me, because I believe we had one or two fields that didn't need uh, lime. What's going on down here with our student? Let's just, it looks like they say they're done. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're back. Unfortunately, my student had to go. They, you know, it is late in the evening, so I can't expect them to stay, real late. They have homework and stuff to do. So we're going to pick up the stones in here, and we'll get them out here tomorrow morning early. Uh, fertilizing and all that stuff. So I will run around this field and get these fields all, um, all the stones picked up, all the rocks picked up, and I will get back to you when we're close. Okay, good morning, good morning. So today we will be out spreading lime and rolling the fields that need rolled, and doing some fertilizing. So we're gonna change into our fertilizing outfit here. Make sure we don't get any of that on us. Plus, we'll be doing the lime, and lime will burn your skin occasionally if you're not careful. So let's go down here. And last night I spent time gathering up all the rocks on the fields that we plowed, and loaded them into into our stone crusher and lime. And so we're making lime over here. And right now we have about 16,000. Let's look at the menu. We got 16,000 liters of lime. So let's get the tractor. I also called over to the school, and unfortunately the students aren't going to be able to come today. So let's just see if the electric tractor here will be able to take this weight. I don't know if it will, but we will see. Yeah, no, unfortunately not. So Well, the alternate source tractors and implements are very useful in their you know, when possible to use. Aside from that, I'm having a hard time with them. Uh, so let's go ahead and pull this back into the shop here, into the shed, and I know for sure that tractor isn't going to be able to pull it. That's 75, and it doesn't have a very big weight on it. 75 horsepower, that is. So let's go get the case and unhook it from the roller. Or actually, we'll need to move the roller out of the way. And it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We're expecting rain, so I'd like to get this done as soon as possible. We'll just pull the roller over here out of the way for now. Hop out and get this disconnected and dropped off. And we'll just drive around the garage here, the shed. And hook up to the spreader. Now this has a 42-meter spread on it, which is unbelievable. So we shouldn't have a hard time getting this, getting all this stuff done. This is even a bit heavy for this tractor. So, in fact, we may need that weight off of the, we have a weight on here. Huh. Let's have a look at our farm fields to see which ones need it. So, field 19, zoom in here, 19, 14, 13, and 12 need lime. Let's make sure. Yep, those are the ones that need it. So, this one, this one over here, and let's get out to this view, get some lights on so we can see what we're doing. The front end's a bit light on the tractor here, but we're getting a really good spread on here. We're going to blow through this lime, unfortunately. But every bit that we use that we didn't pay for is a savings. So even if we only get one field done with all the lime that we have, or the majority of the fields, we're still saving money on it. And that's the goal, is trying to preserve as much of our funds as we can, because as you can see, our money is tight, and without going into any more into the red, we do have a loan, but we just need to make sure that we have that, or that we can, keep our heads above water. We don't want to get into that negative number. So, and we got to go back and fill up. This field is officially done. And I did go ahead and roll that field there. We have another field that we need to roll, but I need to get this lime down. I need to get this lime down before it starts to rain. let's just take a look at that map again. So 12 is for the most part done. We got 13, 14, and 19. So let's go ahead and do 13, 14, and 13 and 14 here. We should be able to take care of this one all in one swoop. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. That's perfect. We'll run right out here. And stop it at the edge and restart. Perfect. And we'll just turn this way and go ahead and catch 19 while we're at it. And let's see if we have any others that we need to do. 19. We didn't need to do 17. Strictly speaking, we messed up here. Let's see when that rain's coming. About 11 o'clock. Yeah, I talked to the college today. Unfortunately, the students aren't able to make it. They have, some sort of classroom lab work that they need to do, so they won't be coming by today. We should be getting close to the end of our line there. One more time, let's look at the map. Yeah, so we have 19, and then a lot of fertilizing to do. But we did buy 4 large bags of fertilizer, so we should be good with that. Let me just turn on our help menu here. There we go. Get that back off the screen so we can see what we're doing. No cars. Actually, let's spin this around. Oops. Uh-oh. That isn't good. So for some reason, 19 isn't accepting line. Well, it needs lime. Well, I guess the only thing to do is we'll make sure that everything's fertilized the way that it needs to be, and we'll unload the lime out of here and get fertilizer in here. We have about 3 hours before it rains. Where are we going to put this? I think we're going to stick it back here for now, even though this isn't a really safe place to store it. There we go. We'll leave that open. Let's see if that will get us to where we need to be. Let's look at a map again. This will tell us which fields are fertilized. So 12, 17, and we can roll 19, I believe. Let's go ahead and get 12 fertilized. And we can go ahead and we'll go ahead and do 17, I think, because these are finished. Let's see what the fertilized state. Yeah, these are 100% fertilized, so we don't need to do these. And 15 is completely fertilized, which is nice. $16, so that leaves 17, right? Yeah, so we'll do 17. And we can roll. Let's see how much this one is. 19 is fertilized, if any. So let's hop out here. And it's 50%, so if we roll this field, we don't need to use any more of our fertilizer. And we can get this spreader returned with minimum use. So let's roll down here, get this unloaded. We're gonna need to probably put up a shed to keep our lime, maybe 2, because I believe that OSHA would be upset with yeah. Alright. So I'm going to drop this off over here. We'll call the shop and have them come get this. So let's lower this down here. Oops. For some reason I didn't lower it down. Oh. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now, let me get in touch with the shop. I'll get hooked up to the roller. I'm gonna go in and change my out of my fertilizer suit, fertilizing suit, and I'll be back with you. All right, and we are back, and I went ahead and had the Clever Motors send us up a seeder as well as a pallet of seed, and so we're going to get some grass back in here as well as much as possible until the rain makes it completely makes it impossible for us to seed this, with the mud and everything. So we have the Amazon seeder here. Now this actually has a power harrow attached, so we really probably didn't need to do any other cultivation than getting this going. But it doesn't hurt anything, and that way we weren't sure what the shop was going to send for us, so we wanted to make sure that that was all taken care of. And as you can see, we're using our ridge markers here to get a nice straight run on the field. And I'm not doing a headland on here. It's grass that we're sowing up to. It's not like we're putting corn or anything in. So things are running pretty smoothly here right now. Let's see if we can hop into the cab view. There we go. We can see our ridge marker rut in the ground there. We're just going to follow that right along, and we're putting seed in, and we're one step closer to winter here, when the farm will slow down, I'm sure, and where it'll come just down to taking care of the sheep and making sure that they're all set every day. So I'll get back to you when this field is close to finished. Okay, we're about halfway through the field here, this first field. This seeder is really pulling this tractor down on the hill. But we get back up to about 7-8 miles an hour when once we reach the crest of the hill. So without getting hit by a car, let's get this thing turned around. We're still going. Once the rain comes, I don't know if we'll be able to continue on, but until then, we'll just keep plugging away here until we're not able to make it up this hill because of the rain. But things are going rather smoothly here. My windshield's a little dirty from the from the lime. It's hard to see my ridge in front of us. It doesn't help that the sun's shining through that back window into here, putting a glare on the windshield. We have no problem making it down this hill. It's just when we start back up, and I'll show you here in just a second, as soon as we get turned around. And I entertain the idea of extending this field out, but I really don't think it's necessary. We have more than enough hay right now. In fact, I've come up with a plan for next year to do some cuttings and rent us. I know I have to rent another piece of equipment, but rent a baler wrapper and do some silage on our fields, at least for one cutting, just to try to make some extra money. That will also keep I'll be able to use the students, hopefully, before they go on summer break, and, just to get some income for the farm. Now, I did talk to the telecommunications people. They are working right now, setting up that tower, and hopefully I'll be able to show you that sometime this afternoon. They started early in the morning this morning. Let me make sure that this side is down. It's not. There we go. The car's coming. See if we can get this turned around without getting hit by a car. And it's almost time for the rain to start coming down. So I'll just keep you with me on another couple of runs. We only have, we don't have very much field. This field's kind of shaped funny. I'll get out here so you can see it. We don't, oh, here comes the rain. Let's try to get one more pass. The rain's coming down now. And this field's going to get slick and sloppy. So looks like our seeding is over for today. I think I will, yeah, this is just going to get too messy, so we're going to have to call it on seeding. Want to make sure that we get our pallets put away. Our seed and fertilizer and that's it for today for seeding. So let's drive up here and I'll get back to you here in just a few moments. All right, well, looks like the rain passed over, but the field's wet. They're calling for more rain, I do know, and but the company come in and put up that cell tower, and here it is. They put it nice and out of the way back here, so we don't have to deal with it. But we do get about $480 a month out of there, off of them renting this spot for us to, for them to have it, on our property. So aside from that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos on Woolly Beginnings, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm always willing to read comments. I love to read the comments. So until next time, have a good day.